Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to share how to manifest if you're struggling. If you're here, you're probably having struggles with manifesting your desires. And I'm gonna try my best to help you break away from that struggle and understand manifestation even more deeply so you can apply it in your life, especially when things aren't going your way. So sometimes we have put in the work, we have set the intentions, yet we feel like nothing is happening, and we start to question if the universe is actually listening to us or not. But the single most overlooked thing in the manifestation process is our attachment to the outcome, which is what is holding us back. So manifestation isn't just about what we focus on. It's also about how we show up and trust the process. So in this video, we are going to dive deeper into how to let go of that attachment and ground ourselves in the present and also align with the flow of life. So the first step in breaking that cycle of attachment is to recognize the reason, the fear behind why are you so attached to the outcome. Just ask yourself and be honest with yourself and write down whatever is coming up. Because when you understand your fear, you will be able to recognize that attachment is actually coming from a place of lack or scarcity. And once you understand your attachment and where it's coming from, it's time to shift your focus. Because often attachment will pull us into the future by making us worry or fear about what isn't happening. And to let go of the attachment, we have to root ourselves in the present moment. How to do that? To ground ourselves in the present moment, all it takes is few deep breaths. Every time you feel anxious or worried about your manifestation, just center yourself by keeping your hands on your tummy, and by closing your eyes, you're going to take a deep breath in while you inflate your tummy like a balloon. So while inhaling, your tummy has to move out. And while you exhale, pull your belly in and release the air. Do it several times till you feel like you're completely relaxed. This is how you practice mindfulness and bring yourself back to the present moment. Because when you are so focused on the outcome, you will be missing out on the learnings that happen in the present moment. Because present is where we have control over, we have peace, we have clarity. And that's what is going to transform yourself. That's what is going to transform you to move in closer with your manifestation. And the next thing is to actually let go of the control and surrendering to the flow of life. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up. You're actually trusting the process. Understanding that the universe has its own way of unfolding things. And remind that you are exactly where you need to be. And surrendering, it's about allowing things to happen. It's about giving space and letting things flow into your life in unexpected ways. When you're anchoring in the present moment by paying attention to the lessons, you grow and transform to bring in your manifestation. Because when we focus on the future outcome, we fail to enjoy the present moment. And that's where most of the life is going to be, because destination or the outcome is just one part of our journey. And we have to learn to enjoy the process, because that's what is shaping us to become the person that we want to be. If you want to know more about manifestation using vision board, you can check out the link in my description. Now I'm going to share how to detach ourselves from the outcome. Too often while we are growing up, we are being conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to our achievements, which is what is actually making us control every step of our manifestation, which is what is resisting the flow of manifestation. And we have to understand that we have an inherent value by just simply existing. Self-worth isn't something that has to be earned. It is there because we exist. Just as trees grow, whether they have an admirer or not, our worth is tied inherently to our existence. It doesn't have to be attached to our outcomes. Also understand that your presence is something irreplaceable in the world. Your energy, your kindness, your values is something unique and is contributing to the world. It's impacting others. It's impacting the people around you. And understand that external validation is something temporary. Achievements fade. Your self-worth shouldn't be tied to external validation, because when you constantly try to do that, you end up feeling exhausted and dissatisfied with your life overall. We don't want that, right? And understand that every one of us has an equal value regardless of what we achieve. So our self-worth exists inherently in us simply because we exist, right? And we can solidify this self-worth by practicing several things in life, like by practicing self-love, self-compassion, self-care, and celebrating yourself, celebrating your uniqueness, and surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting people who value your presence regardless of what you achieve, and setting boundaries by saying no to things that doesn't align with you, and protecting your energy. For the love of God, please stop comparing yourself to others, because no one has ever walked the path that you're on right now. Because even under the same roof, people do not go through life in the same way. Then how is it fair that we compare our journey to someone else and compare our achievements? It doesn't even make sense. Why am I telling you all this is, when we understand our self-worth isn't tied to our achievements or by our doings, we shift our focus from external validation to focusing on our inner value. That means we act from the place of self-assurance. Our value remains the same no matter the outcome. We can pursue our goals without the pressure of needing a specific outcome, because the detachment will allow us to be more present and find joy in the process and embrace growth without the fear of failure. If you want to know more about manifestation using vision board, you can check out the link in my description. Now I'm going to share some practical ways that you can let go of the outcome. This can be done with the help of physical objects, because they can give you a tangible experience to release whatever it is that you want to release. So one of the popular ways is just writing down whatever you want to release and just crush it or shred it or burn it. The very act of destroying that serves as a release. You can also go to the beach and stand near the waves, let your feet get washed away by the waves, and every time it washes away, you can feel that as a release of your attachment. Or blow a balloon and imagine your attachment while you blow it, and let it float, and see that floating as a act of release. You can also do this by burning an incense. Simply, just as you watch the smoke disappear, you can just take few deep breaths and release your attachment as they disappear into the space. You can also be creative, like you can light up a lantern and just let it float, and you can throw stones in the water by assuming that the attachment is the stone, your particular attachment that you have as a stone, and just throw them in the water as you release them. So this will help you to release attachment easier. So that is all I have for you today. If you want to know more about manifestation, you can check out the link in my description and watch the free training to know exactly how I manifested my dreams using vision board. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.